Hey friends, happy Saturday. So you're probably wondering, like, why is she in the house and why is the camera pointed like kind of at a wall and a ceiling, and why is she standing on the love seat, which you probably can't see a lot of that. But anyway, the weather's been really crappy outside. So it's like too wet to do things outdoors. So, um today, well, I guess I said A, right? So B, I have these holes where I attempted to hang this beautiful wall hanging canvas at some point in time. This is my office that we're in right now where I work from home. And there are these ugly spots where I tried to hang this picture and realized it was way too high up in the air, so then I needed to move it. So today I wanted you to ride along while I attempt to patch those holes. Now, full disclosure, I painted my office this like pale pink color probably, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I honestly do not have any of the paint left. So I think my biggest fear is that I'm going to try to cover these holes and it's going to make it so much more obvious and so much more visible that there's holes that were patched. But I don't think anything can be more highly visible than a green wall anchor in the hole. So I'm going to take those out. I'm going to use this product that I got from Menards. Menards is my go-to. So this is DAP DryDex. And instead of being regular spackle, this acts like, well, it's called heavyweight spackling, but this has like the little tip, and I apologize, I lost some nails yesterday. Tragic, I know, right? But this has the little pointer, so hopefully it's not going to be as messy as regular spackle out of a bucket. Full disclosure, normally you would use a putty knife when you're doing this to like also to smooth out the holes, but I don't know where my putty knife is, and I'm not going to buy one just for this product, so we're going to improvise, and I'm going to flatten it with cardboard and or a razor blade and or the tip of a flathead screwdriver. So we're going to see how this goes, but wanted you to join me in my adventure. So the first thing I need to do is try to get these anchors out, and hopefully I don't kill myself or break anything. And I'm not really sure what the best way. Oh yeah, so it comes out pretty easy, I guess. I've got my handy pink and black girls only pliers. Girls only, everything is girls only, so my husband doesn't steal it. Ask me how much luck I have with that, by the way. Just kidding. All right, so I got one that was really easy. Let me start the other one over here. I'm not taking this wall portrait canvas photograph. I don't even know what it's called. I'm not taking the wall art down because I worked really hard to get it put up. And I'm afraid if I take it off the wall, it's not going to be easy to put back up the way I like it. So, all right, there is anchor number 2 gone. I'm just going to take the tip of my flathead screwdriver and kind of try to smooth the edges a little bit. There's a hole here from something pre-existing and a hole here from something pre-existing. Those have been there forever. They're not smooth. Maybe I'll take the razor blade and try to smooth it off, but I don't know. This is not, my intent is not for this to be like a long, drawn out process. Really, my main objective was to get rid of the green anchors and make it look less visible. So with that being said, let me open up this, and I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to use a razor blade because I don't have really good scissors. Side note, my My scissors. My scissors. My scissors got confiscated on a recent trip I took to the Philippines. I should have known better, right? It was like a 5 or 6 inch blade, but they were like paper scissors. You know, it wasn't like, I guess in my eyes, anything threatening or dangerous, but apparently the security at the Incheon, Seoul, Korea airport, they felt differently, and they confiscated my scissors and said, no, you're not allowed to have these. You're not allowed to bring these into the country. So lesson learned, do not bring big scissors or scissors of any size, really. Because my small eyebrow scissors got confiscated on the way back when I was leaving Manila. So anyway, I digress. All right, so what I'm going to do here, this is my first time, so we're all learning together. But anyway, I cut the tip off this tube of stuff. I'm going to stick it right here in the hole. I'm going to try to only squeeze what I need. Oh my gosh, it's really hard to squeeze. It does come out like a bright pink color. Oh my gosh. That's like hard to squeeze. I guess that's good that it's hard to squeeze, because then there's less chance that I'm gonna put way too much and really screw things up. So I've got it in the hole. I'm just gonna use my handy cardboard makeshift putty knife to smooth things out and try not to get it all over everywhere. Just like a little straggler piece of old paint. So, all right, so I've got that filled in. And let me move on to the others. Get these all knocked out. Same process. Oops. Like I said, this stuff is like really hard to squeeze out of the tube. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze it in all of these, because that just seems more time efficient. All right. And there's the last one. I got them all. Yeah, I got them all. All right. So now I'm going to come back here. I'm going to start with this one because it needs the flattest. And I'm just going to flatten it gently. Scrape off the excess. Do the same here. Try not to make a giant mess. I feel like this is going well. Don't let me jinx myself. All right. Last one. That's pretty good. I'm gonna add a little bit more on this one just because there's some edges I guess I missed. I don't know. So put just a little bit bigger dab on there. Come in here with my ghetto, my ghetto makeshift putty knife. I'm gonna clean up around there. And I think we're good to go. So right now it is gonna take a little while to dry. Basically, it goes on bright hot pink, which is helpful so you can see where it's at, but then it's supposed to dry just a regular white color. So my hope is that when it dries, it's going to be really not noticeable, or at least like way less noticeable than this big green anchor. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be back after a while to show you the finished product. So thanks for watching. See you in a few. Be right back.